Good morning, Biafrans, lovers of freedom. Where are you watching us from? Where are you watching us from? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Please like, share, and subscribe. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Where are you watching us from? Just indicate so that we can appreciate you. You tell us where you are watching us from. I'm direct from our location. Good morning, good morning, success. Good morning from here. Well, my night was good. How is yours? How was yours? I hope you are fine. Yes, so Biafran, join us this morning. Join us this morning. A lot is happening. Our people are waking up. Our people are now getting the message. Some are waking up while some are still sleeping. Some are living in illusions. Some still believe that Nigeria will somehow, someday be better, which is an impossibility. If there is one of the things that are impossible in this world, it is bringing Nigeria to a better state. It is an impossible task. So Nigeria can never be better. So thank you for joining me. Where are you watching me from? I want to know where you are seeing us from. Indicate if you are watching from the homeland. We want to know. We need to preach our message. We need to educate the world of what we are going through in our nation, Biafra. The world needs to know and hear our problems. The plight of the Biafran people must be made known to the world, to humanity. We need to tell our story the way it's supposed to be told. Our enemy cannot tell our story. We are the ones in a very better position to tell our stories. So join us this morning. If you join me, please like and share so that people can come in. This is a very wonderful morning. Yesterday, our leader, DavidNnannah BTV, his case had been concluded. As a matter of fact, the Nigerian government were just holding our leader, DavidNnannah BTV, for nothing's sake. He committed no crime. They used 10 years just to waste his time. They used 10 years to intimidate him, 10 years to force our leader into accepting one Nigeria, 10 good years to hold a man down. They thought that they can succeed. They don't know the stuff that our leader, DavidNnannah BTV, was made of. They were even thinking that our leader would give up. And, just like Wazirike, we now hand in our freedom. They never knew how prepared we were or we are for our freedom. And that is why they are surprised. After wasting his time, they are now coming to a no case conclusion. They are now coming to a situation whereby they say he has no case to answer. That is a very wonderful news, Biafrans. We appreciate that. So in no distant time, we expect to see Hamadike. We expect to see our leader. And the Nigerian government must pay for holding our leader unjustly. for keeping a man for good 10 years, for just holding him unjustly without any proof of terrorism activities, without any proof of incitement. So they have to pay our leader. Very important. So where are you watching from? Join us, Biafrans. Join us and tell us where you are watching us from. Benue State is boiling. Ihamufu is boiling. Okigwe is boiling. Southern Kaduna is boiling. Plateau State is boiling. Nasarawa State is boiling. Sokoto is boiling. All these boilings are caused by one ethnic group that are not indigenous to Nigeria. The Fulani. The Fulanis are the ones responsible for the atrocities that is happening in Nigeria today. They are responsible for it. The killings that you see happening is caused by the Fulani herdsmen. And the Nigerian government are supporting them. They are being supported by the Nigerian government, by the government of the day, to destroy the people who owns the land. This is conquest on top gear. Over 200 people massacred in Benue just for one day. And nobody was held responsible, or nobody is being held accountable. That is very, very sad and unfortunate. Biafrans, the time to rise up is now. There is an urgent need and call for Biafrans to rise up to the challenges of this moment. If we don't rise up, our land will be taken. If we don't rise up, the invaders are close by. The invaders are going to kill our women and children and occupy our land. So we must rise up and defend Biafra. We must rise up and defend our people. This is very, very important, and it's everybody's responsibility. Our leaders have done their bit. Our Prime Minister is doing his bit. The Biafran people, it is our responsibility to do our bit as well. And that is to support the Biafran Defense Forces. So this morning, like the topic said, there are informations, intels are coming in left, right, and center that the celebrities in Biafran territory, the celebrities are running away from Nigeria. You are running away from Nigeria. Why are they running away from Nigeria? Why is the likes of Obi Kubana, Kubana Chief Priest, Zenko, and all the rest of them, why are they running away from Nigeria? Why are the political leaders, why are they running away from Nigeria? Why are the lawmakers, why are they running to America? Why are they running to Europe? Why are they running to Asia, South America? Why are they running with their families? Why are they running with their families to the foreign land to harbor their children, their families there? Why they are leaving the masses behind? You see, this is what we have been telling you, the masses in Nigeria, that these political leaders don't have your interests at heart. Every 4 years, they come with their manifestos. They give you a very wonderful manifesto. They tell you, oh, they are going to build roads for you. They tell you, oh, they are going to build industries You will be very, very employed. They give you a good school. Healthcare system will be improved. They give you all manner of promises that this is what they are going to do for you to vote them into power, for you to vote them into position. And eventually, some of our gullible people die fighting for all these people, thinking that these people, their promises are genuine, thinking that all these people will live up to their promises, thinking that all these people are actually interested in bettering the life of their citizens. You see people scrambling to vote. You see people scrambling to rig election on behalf of these politicians, who make fake promises to the people. And when these people are elected, into political positions, these people will not live up to their expectation. These people will not, according to the promises that they made to these people, according to the promises that they made to the masses, these people will not abide by it. They will not abide by the promises that they promised the masses before they were elected. So now, we thought that Nigeria is a better place for them. We thought that Nigeria is profitable for them. We thought that Nigeria is, more secure for them. Because according to them, they love Nigeria. They love one Nigeria, and they can do everything humanly possible to protect one Nigeria. So why are they now running away from Nigeria, the same Nigeria that they did everything humanly possible to stay in power? Why are they running to America with their families? Why are they now running to Europe with their families? Why are they not staying in the same Nigeria that they did everything for to become what they are? But today, they are leaving you behind, the masses that voted for them. You that did everything humanly possible to vote these people into power. They promise you the security. They promise you you'll be secure. They promise you that the economy will improve. They promise you that the road network will improve. They are going to do everything humanly possible to better your lives. 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. All their promises were never met. The promises that they promised to you, they can't meet it. Rather, they will use the money that was meant to meet up all these promises. They will use that money. They go abroad. They buy properties. They build mansions. They buy cars. They do all manner of things for their personal interest, for themselves. And you that died for them to be in position, they now neglected you and leave you behind. To make matters worse, before they came into political position, all of them were reachable. Before they became governors, before they became senators, before they became assembly members, before they became local government chairmen or councillors or even PGs, each and every one of them were accessible to the electorate. You will see them coming to your market squares. You even see them eating with the less privileged. They go to the less privileged home. You see them eating with them. You see them dining with them. They come to the churches. You see them donating money. You see them dancing. And you think that these people are actually, they are down to the earth. They have your interests at heart. That is what you are thinking. And most of you felt that, the Messiah have come. The Messiah have arrived. That is what most of you were thinking. But immediately they got into that position, immediately they became elected as governors, as senators, as representatives, as local government chairmen. They are now living a different life. They will now be running away from you. They will now become less accessible to the masses. They will no longer go to to the orphanage homes. They no longer visit the less privileged people in the society. They no longer now have opportunity of speaking with you because they have achieved their aims and objectives. The money that is being assigned to their constituencies for them to build infrastructures and develop your communities, these people will use these monies to better themselves, buy properties abroad, send their children to schools, send their children to abroad, open account, siphon money from the general public and go and lodge it into private accounts abroad. And the Nigeria that they are dying for, when they were, seeking for political office, they never wanted to make all those promises they promised you. They never did anything possible to make sure that the infrastructure they promised you, they put it in place. The good road they promised you, they will never build it. The industry that they promised you, you will not see industry. The employment that they promised you, there is no industry. Then how can you be employed? They will be asking you to be praying that things will get better, while they are using the money that is meant to develop your communities to better their lives. And they leave you. They just leave you because Nigeria is known for corruption. Nigerians are criminals. Their promises, you can never rely on the promises of any Nigerian politician. So now, all those things that they were supposed to do, and they didn't do it, now that the society have turned against them, now that what they were supposed to do, they are not doing it. And when the people rise up, when they see that the masses are not happy, what do? They enter the next available flight and jets out of the country. In some cases, most of them have private jets. They enter their private jets and JAKPA abroad with their children, with their wives, and with their concubines. They will go abroad and be living large. You that fought for them, you that became enemies to your fellow brothers and sisters because of them, they now leave you behind. They now leave you behind. They have deceived you. Now, the Nigerian government knows all these things because it is the Nigerian government, every political player that you have in Nigeria today was as a result of a promise, an agreement that he reached with the Nigerian government. Yes, because if you reach agreement with the Nigerian government, you must have a position. Your position is assured. Any political office that you seek to occupy, the Nigerian government will do everything humanly possible to make sure that you occupy it, as long as you can meet your own side of the bargain. As long as you make agreement with them, as long as you can live up to your promises. If you want a governorship position, they are going to give you a governorship position. If you want a senatorship position, they are going to give it to you. As long as you can be able to put in pen and paper that you are going to work according to what they are going to tell you, that position is yours for grabs. That is why you see all these political players, all these politicians in Biafran territory, all of them have one contract with the terrorist Nigerian state or the other. One paper signed in order to keep them in position. In return, they are not to speak when their land is under invasion. They are not to utter a word when their people are being killed. They are not to protest when their people are being killed. And this is actually what is happening tomorrow. Just think about it. Think about a situation whereby your community is under siege by foreigners, and your PG, your governor, your local government chairman cannot even utter a word of condemnation. People are dying like there is no tomorrow. And your local government chairman and your state governor, who is the chief security officer of your state, cannot even condemn the atrocities of those who are killing your people. Does that not tell you that he is actually complicit in the killings that is happening in your land? So it is very, very important that you understand that the political leaders are compromised in what is happening in our land tomorrow. And that is why at this time that their killings are much, they are all running away from the situation that they created, because they know that eventually the masses will revolt against them. They know that the masses will revolt against them. The Nigerian government is a terrorist government. The Fulani oligarchies are in control. The Fulanis are in control of political position in Nigeria. So if you are from the southeast, as long as you can promise them that you are going to give them a land in your community, as long as you can promise them that you are going to support them when Biafra is fully restored, that you are going to do everything humanly possible to support them even before Biafra is restored, as long as you can promise the Nigerian state that you will do everything humanly possible to assist them in whatever they demanded of you in your community, they are going to give you any political position that you desire. That is how Hope Uzodimma came into political position. Even when he was the fourth person, they brought him from fourth to first. That was why Mba came into governorship of Enugu State. Even when he couldn't pass his he couldn't even pass his WAEC, he forged it. Okay, so all these people are working for the interests of Nigeria. They are working for the interests of Nigeria, and that is why whatever Nigeria does against their people, nobody will complain about it. Nobody gives a damn. Nobody will speak about it. So my fellow brothers and sisters, I want you to understand that there is an urgent need for Biafrans to come together and fund the Biafran Defense Forces. Yes, at this particular time, there is need for every Biafran anywhere you are all around the world. There is need for you to understand that our freedom is in our hands. Nobody can fund our freedom for us. Nobody can speak for us. We have to fight and get our freedom, and that is what we are doing. We have a government that is at the forefront of this freedom, and we have a responsibility of supporting this government to achieve its aims and objectives. It is at this time that everybody's hands must be on deck. Everybody is needed in this fight. Everybody is needed in this fight. So if you are not supporting our freedom, this is the time for you to support. This is very, very important, and it is an urgent call for everybody. It is an urgent call that must be heeded to, that must be obeyed by Biafrans, both in diaspora and in the homeland. We are calling on the celebrities that come from Biafran land. The YEYEBRITIES that we have in Biafra land, we understand you people have seen the atrocity that is happening, and most of you are JAKPAing, most of you are running away. But while you are running away, I want you to remember the mansions that you build in your hometowns, in your villages. The mansion that you have in your villages, you are leaving your mansion behind. You are leaving your brothers and sisters behind. You are leaving your extended families behind. You are leaving your communities behind. Why? Because you want to go and save your life. You are afraid to be killed by the terrorist Nigerian state. You are afraid of your life, right? But you are not even considering the life of those who you are leaving behind. You are not even considering that your extended family also need to be secure. You are not even considering that. You don't even consider that all these people that you are leaving behind, they also needed their protection. They also need their security. You are not considering that. You are only concerned about your family. You are only concerned about your children. You are only concerned about your relations and concubines that you have abroad. You are only concerned about your properties. You are only concerned about your cars, the money you have in the bank. You are only concerned about yourself. That is why you can just leave your community and you run away because you are afraid of the terrorists that are coming in your land. This is very, very unfortunate. And you don't consider that, assuming that you run away to America, you run away to Europe, after how many years, how long are you going to stay in Europe? Are you going to be there for eternity? Are you going to spend the rest of your life in America? Are you going to spend the rest of your life in UK? How long are you going to stay in America? How long are you continue to hide and run from people who are coming to occupy your land? How long, I ask you? As long as it's right, right? How long are you continue to be running away from your families? How long will you leave your villages unprotected? Eh? How long with ndị ụmụnna gị? How long will you leave ụmụnna gị vulnerable in the hands of the terrorist Nigerian state? What about if you go to America and stay 5 years? You stay 3 years because you are running from the terrorists. And when you think that, oh, everything have died down, you come back and you don't find your village anymore. Or you come back, you find out that your village has been occupied by the Fulani terrorists. You find out that the mansion that you built in your hometown is no longer there. Or even if it is there, it is now occupied by Musa or Abdullahi. You find out that your community now have an emir. You find out that your community is now under the emirship because you ran away. You ran away because of the terrorism that is happening in Nigeria. Why your people are fighting to be free, to delete or to evict all these terrorists from our land. Instead of you to join hands with your people to fight against all this terrorism that is coming to our land, what you did was to run away from your land. You didn't even put any measures in place in order to secure your land. You did not put any measures in place to secure your territory so that even when you come back, you will meet your house. Even when you come back, your families are protected. Even when you come back, your extended families are safe. You did not do that. You are only concerned about yourself. You are not a good person. You are an evil person. You are an evil man or an evil woman who did not want to put his house in order before he can embark on such a journey. Now, we are not asking you to come and defend your land. No. The Biafran Defense Forces have 100,000 men under arms. And there are more men who don't have arms. There are more men who don't have arms. And the government of Biafra is asking that you as a celebrity, you that as a Biafran who can afford 3 square meals, you as a Biafran, you have one business or the other in Nigeria, you support the Biafran Defense Forces, you support our government so that your land will be protected, even when you are running away from it. Even when you are afraid to die or you are afraid to fight, there are men and women who have given up their life in order to make sure that, your land is protected. Okay? We are now asking you, Biafrans, to come and support these men and women who are taking bullet for you, even while you are far away in America, eating hamburger and cheeseburger, eating chicken, and all the rest of them. There are men who are in your communities, protecting your community. These men are taking bullets for you. These men, when they confront the terrorists, they go head on with the terrorists in order to defend our land and our women and children. While you are running away to protect your lives, these men are going to the battlefield to protect your land and protect you as well. So, this is an urgent call for you as a Biafran in America, that your land is under siege. Biafran territory is under siege as I speak right now. What are you doing to protect your land? What are you doing to support the men and women who are protecting your land? What are you doing to support the Biafran Republic government in exile and that of the de facto in the homeland who are taking responsibilities for the protection of our land? We need arms and ammunition. We need guns and bullets. Your land cannot be protected by mere words. Your land cannot be protected by petition. Your land cannot be protected by just writing memos on social media. Your land cannot be protected by carrying out propaganda saying it does not exist. Your land cannot be protected by going to Abuja or opening news conference centers and speaking on social media about how the Fulanis are coming to kill your people, and after speaking it, nobody will come and put measures in place to protect your land. Your land is not protected by mere words. Lands are protected by men who have AK-47, RPGs, rocket launchers. Men who have all these things have decided to protect your land. So they need all this to protect your land. While you can be in America, you are doing whatever you are doing, you are enjoying yourself. Nobody is against you. What we are telling you is that there are men who are protecting this place. You have to fund them. Biafran YEYEBRITIES, Biafran celebrities, we are calling on you at this particular time. Not only celebrities, Biafran men and women who are doing well in Nigeria, even in Biafra land, and you have not joined into this liberation, into this recognition and the freedom of our people, this is the time for you to do it now. This is the time for each and every one of us to put our hands together and protect the land of our ancestors. It will be a taboo. It will be a disgrace that this generation of Biafrans, we are here and the Fulanis overrun our land. The Fulanis have come in to overrun our land. They have a template that they are working on. They have a template to dip their Quran into the sea, and they have to do that through conquering of communities. They want to conquer our land. Are you not aware? Is that a propaganda? Are you not aware of what is happening in Nigeria today? Look at the killings that are happening. Do you think that the killings are just ordinary? They are just killing people for killing's sake? They have a template that they are working on. Once they are finished with Benue, Benue is close to Enugu State. Benue is close to a Biafran community, to our boundaries, right from Enugu. They will from there launch attacks into Biafran territory. And that is why we are fighting to protect these things from happening. We are fighting to dislodge them, to make sure that they never harbor, they never have any safe place in order to launch attack in Biafran territory. So all these YEYEBRITIES that are driving cars here and there, we are not against you driving your luxurious cars, no. We are not equally against you, living large, building mansions. Nobody's against you for that. We are not against you working for the Nigerian government. Nobody's against you for that. But while you are working for the Nigerian government, what we are really against is that you should not fight against Biafra. You should not speak or do anything that is contrary, that will come against the freedom of the Biafran people. You can do all the business you can do with Nigeria. That is your business. But when it comes to Biafra, it is a no-go area, and we don't expect anybody to come against our freedom. Nobody should come against our freedom, and we cannot take it lightly with anybody who tries to destroy what we are doing in order for our people to be free. So all of you that are Biafrans who are living in Lagos, in Abuja, and you are celebrities or whatever you call yourself, you are CEO of companies, you are technocrats, you are engineers, you are professors, and you are not doing anything to help your people to be free. You are not supporting the freedom of your people. Your professorship means nothing to us, because you can't be a professor while your people are suffering. What are you professoring? You can't be an engineer and you have all it takes to support the freedom of your people, and you are not supporting. Their engineer is absolutely means nothing to us. Our people are dying. You are not supporting the cause of DavidNnannah BTV. You are not supporting the cause of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, which is freedom for the Biafran nation. Then why are you here? Why are you a Biafran if you cannot support the freedom of Biafrans? This is my question to you, all these celebrities that we have in Biafran territory. All over Nigeria, our people are making lots and lots of money. You are living large and big, building hospitals, building, what do you call it? Building hotels here and there. You are building hotels here and there. And that is the only business, that is the only booming industry that you people can bring to Biafran territory. You are building hotels for the young men and women. You can't build industries where they can go and get employed and make money for themselves. You can't build a good transport system so that the rate of accident will be reduced in Biafran territory. Government cannot map up policies that will be beneficial to the Biafran population or the Biafran youths, young men. No. The only thing that the government will bring to us is asking you to come and join the military. The only thing the government will bring to us is encouraging Biafran YEYEBRITIES to build hotels in Biafran territory. This is not acceptable by us. This is really sad. It is not acceptable, and that is why we are calling on Biafrans all over the world to join hands at this time with our government. We need to join hands with our government and make sure that our recognition happens sooner than later. This is very important. It is sad that DavidNnannah BTV spent 5 years in detention. 5 good years in detention. He's still there up to this moment because of the political leaders that come from the southeast, because there is no way Nigerian government can hold DavidNnannah BTV if the political leaders from the southeast are not in support of it. It is not possible. That is one thing that people should understand. DavidNnannah BTV was held against his wish, and the people who supported the incarceration of our leader are also people from the southeast, because they felt, or they feel, that DavidNnannah BTV was against them. They feel that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is preventing them from, from achieving or from, receiving something from the Nigerian state, from, having political position from the Nigerian state. They feel that the agitation for freedom that was spearheaded by our leader is preventing them from attaining their potential in Nigeria, or that the continued existence of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will jeopardize their chances of embezzling money from the Nigerian state. This is actually their problem. They are only concerned about themselves alone. Myself, myself, myself. They are not considering the suffering of the Biafran people. They did not consider what the Biafran people are going through in Nigeria. When you consider our region, there is nothing to write home about. When you consider our region, there is absolutely nothing that Biafrans can be proud of in that Nigeria, that, oh, we are part of Nigeria. And that was the reason why we are asking for our freedom, because Biafra land has what it takes to develop Nigeria. Biafra land has what it takes to build Biafra to the taste that Biafran people want, to even be greater than Dubai. Biafra land can be greater than Dubai. We have all the resources. But why is it not being built in that way? Because the Nigerian government policy was geared against the Biafran people. They never want us to prosper. They never want us to progress. So they must do everything humanly possible to destabilize our region, to make sure that we never achieve nothing, to destroy our economy, to even kill our people. And that is what they are doing. That is what they have done for ages, and they continue to do it. And you as a Biafran, instead of you to support the liberation, the freedom of your people, you are joining the Nigerian state to commit all this havoc, all these atrocities against our people. This is very, very sad. So there is an urgent call for Biafran celebrities anywhere you are all around the world. We want you to come back home. We want you to come back to your senses. Your land is your land. Nke anyị bụ nke anyị o. Ours is ours. Nigeria do not belong to us. Nigeria do not belong to us. Biafra is our own. We have to build Biafra. But before we can build Biafra, we have to first of all be free from Nigeria. N'ihi na ọwa azọta ana, azọwazi ute. We have to be free from Nigeria. There is no way Biafra land can be developed when we are still in Nigeria. The policies of Nigeria have been against us from day one. So it is only when we are free that that policy against us will be destroyed. That is what we are doing. And the government of Biafra is doing everything humanly possible to make sure that we are free. The only resources, the only impediment that we have is the resources that will be able to ginger all these men and women who have taken it upon themselves to defend our land, so that they can evict all these terrorists from our land. All this police, all this military that you see in Biafra land, they are the problem that is preventing our development. Yes, they are the problem that is preventing us from being free, because they are the tools that the Nigerian government are using against us. How can you come up in the morning? You are a keke driver or an Okada man. You are an Okada man. You have not fed your family. You just came out this morning so that you can be able to fend for your family. But before you can be able to hustle for the day for your family, the Nigerian government have stationed their tax collectors all around your communities, all around your state. The police are there for extortion. The tax collectors, the agboros, are there extorting you, taking money from you, even when your family is hungry. And there is no way you cannot pay them. It is not possible. In some cases, our people lose their lives because of their inability to pay all these fines. They shoot you, you go, and nobody is held responsible for your demise. That is why we must fight against the Nigeria continued occupation of our land. That is the reason why we are advocating for Biafra. Now that Biafra redeclaration has been restored, this is the time for us to go for recognition, and that is what we are doing. That is actually the state that we are right now. And for us to achieve our aims and objectives, we have to support the Biafran Defense Forces. It is their responsibility to evict all these terrorists from our land. All these military checkpoints, all these police barracks, these are the avenues, these are the barracks, the station that they use to intimidate and harass our people. And as long as these places exist, our people will continue to die. Our people will continue to be intimidated and harassed. Yes, but once these places are no longer there, it means that we are controlling our territory. So we are calling on you, Biafrans in diaspora, Biafrans in the homeland, anywhere that you are all around the world. As a Biafran, I want you to think back home. There are men and women who are defending your land. They need to evict the terrorists so that after spending your time abroad, you can come back home and nobody will harass you. You can come back home and meet your ancestral land there. You can come back home and meet your relations and relatives there. You can come back home and meet your properties the way you left it before you traveled. Otherwise, if you are running away to America and you did not put any protective measure back home, your land will be taken before you come back, and you have yourself to blame. Of course, you will regret your action. You will regret your action because your ancestors will never be happy with you. The land will never forgive you. That the land that your father left for you, because of your lackluster attitude, unsupportive ideas, unsupportiveness for Biafran freedom, you left your land and allowed the invaders, the terrorists, strangers that came from Mali, from Niger, to come and take over your land. It will be very, very sad. Very, very sad indeed. So all of you who are not supporting our freedom, this is the time for you to rise up and support our freedom. The Biafran Republic government in exile is on the right track. We have met all the international criteria for recognition. The only thing that we need is to evict these terrorists from our land. And eviting them is capital intensive. The men and women who are protecting Biafra, they need guns and bullets. They need all the necessary logistics in order to do their job. You as a Biafran that are free, working in America, anywhere you are working, you are free. Please remember back home that there are people that are defending your land. You need to support them. You need to fund them. You need to liaise with the Biafran government to know how you can help fund and protect your land. For most of you who want to know what is happening in order to support, you can contact our government. They are reachable. You can contact the media team. They are reachable. As a matter of fact, the Biafran government wants Biafrans to get involved in what is happening in the defense of their land. It is your responsibility to know. It is your right as a Biafran to know what is happening. But when you are sincerely genuine, not those who have come to sabotage or to take information and give to the Nigerian terrorist state, it will never work. If you have come to sabotage or to spy on the government, to take information from the government and go and sell it to the Nigerian government. It will never work. But if you have come diligently with your heart and mind to support the government and you want to know what the government is doing, we have our acting Prime Minister Ogechukwu Nkere. We have this chief of staff to our acting Prime Minister, Maazi Amobi Ene, Minister Snow. He's on X. You can contact him. If you want to know what our government is doing and you want to support, you can contact all these men who are in government. They are doing well in America. They are doing well in Canada. All around the world, these men have, they have paid their dues. And they are contributing immensely for the freedom of the Biafran people. So if you want to know, to be involved in what is happening, you have to contact them to know what is happening, if you have a genuine heart to support our freedom. But if you are here to sabotage, bet you me, you can never last the last day. Because the freedom that we are fighting for, we cannot joke with it. A lot of our people have died. We cannot jeopardize our freedom because of what you have to gain from Nigeria. It is not going to happen. And for those of you who want to remain anonymous, who want to support secretly, there is also an avenue, an opportunity for you to do that. You will be appreciated. Very, very important. Please, if you just join me, I want you to like and share this broadcast, because we need to educate our people. We need to let our people know what our government is doing. If you love Biafra, if you want Biafra, we need to let our people understand the state that we are at this time. Because a lot of people don't know, especially all these people who are in high places, these businessmen, these technocrats, all these engineers, most of them don't know actually the stage that we are in this government, in this liberation fight. And we need to educate them. So that is why if you join in this broadcast, I want you to, share it, like it, and share, so that we can, one day we can get, one of them may join us on, who knows, they join us and get educated. Because they believe, most of them believe in one Nigeria. Yes, most of them think, oh, Nigeria made them. So therefore, they don't want to fight against Nigeria, even when Nigeria is killing them, even when Nigeria is destroying their properties. They have to remain mute. They have to remain obedient to Nigeria, whereas they have an alternative. They have an alternative in Biafra. It is only in Biafra that you are protected. Yes. It is only in Biafra that your property can be protected. There is no two ways about it. Your property is protected under Biafra. Okay? So, for Biafra to protect your property, you need to make sure that you support the Biafran government so that we can achieve our total freedom from Nigeria. There is no two ways about it. We need freedom. We have suffered much. Our people have died enough. We have suffered much, and we are tired all over the world that we are in. We are tired. Our people are suffering. Some are in detention centers. Okay? The reason why our people are, most of our people go into crime is because Nigeria forced them to. The policies and the politics in Nigeria is affecting us. Yes. The policies are driving us away from our ancestral land. Their policies are not making us to get employed, even when after we come out we graduate from the university. After graduation, what job do you have? Absolutely nothing. The only people that are giving jobs are the Fulanis and the Yorubas, because they are the ones who own Nigeria. You know? They are the ones who own Nigeria. So whether they go to school or they did not go to school, they will get employed. Whereas you that burn the candle, you use your light, you use your lamp to even study for exam, and you make sure you pass with flying colors. But when it comes to employment, employment is not based on merit in Nigeria. Rather, it's based on tribe, favoritism. That is why you see most of our best brains abroad, because they could not find employment in Nigeria. And even when Nigeria bring them back, Nigeria will rubbish them. Nigeria will destroy them. Nigeria will destroy them. And that is why we cannot fold our hands and watch Nigeria destroy us, because Nigeria has been destroying us from time immemorial. Nigeria was structured to destroy the Biafran nation, but we cannot allow that to happen. And that is why we are calling on you, Biafrans all over the world, to come and join hands at this time that Biafra is very eminent, to make sure that we evict all these terrorists from our land. We need to evict these people from our land. That is the only way we can have our land to ourselves. We can develop our land and forge a government for ourselves and our people. Ndị be anyị, ana m ayọ unu, onye ọbụla na-anụ onu ma. It is very important when you are hearing the tone, the sound of my voice, to understand that there is an urgent call for support for the Biafran Defense Forces. They are doing exceptionally well. For over 3 years now, the Nigerian government are bombarding Imo State, Okigwe State to be precise, and its environs. There is war, secret war that is going on in our land. Our people are being killed. This secret war is being orchestrated by the Nigerian state. Our communities are under siege. The young men are running away. Our women are being raped. Our farms are being damaged. Our properties are being burnt by the Nigerian state. By the Nigerian state, what is our crime? Our crime is that we are no longer Nigerians. We don't want to be Nigerians. We are no longer comfortable in Nigeria. We want to govern ourselves. That is the only crime they think we committed. But against international law, we committed no crime at all. We committed no crime. So what we are doing is the right thing. We are fighting for survival. We are doing the right thing. We are protecting our people. We want to self-govern ourselves. We want to be able to attain our potential in our land. That is why we are fighting for our freedom. But Nigerian government want to Islamize us. They want to intimidate us into being one Nigeria till eternity. They want to force us into accepting to live in Nigeria for the rest of our life without having to improve or fund the life of our people and our own lives as well. And this is unacceptable to us. It is unacceptable to us because we have what it takes to build a very strong, viral, developed nation. We have the capacity and the capability to build a very decent society in Biafra. So why is the Nigerian government against us? And you that is a Biafran, you have seen the policies of the Nigerian government that is against us. Instead of you to align with your Biafran brothers and sisters, to align with DavidNnannah BTV and Simon Ekpanjoko, who are actually fighting to liberate us from the shackles of slavery of Nigeria, you are now supporting Nigeria against us. You are now supporting Nigeria against us. Is it because of the position Nigerian government gives to you as a senator? Or because they appointed you as a governor? Or the local government chairman? Or they made you a representative? Or because of the councillorship position they gave you? That is the reason why you feel that, oh, you have arrived. Therefore, your people must remain in Nigeria. we must remain slave in a land that everybody was born free. This generation of Biafran, we cannot accept that. We can never accept slavery anymore. Between 1967 to 1970, our people died fighting for their freedom. The whole world was against us. They want to intimidate us into one Nigeria. Over 3.5 million children were starved to death. We died in numbers fighting for our freedom. Is it now that we are going to give up for our freedom? It's not going to happen. We are going to fight until the last man standing. We are appealing to you, Biafrans all over the world. Support the Biafran Defense Forces. They are doing exceptionally well. They are the reason why our land is still standing. Our land is still safe up till tomorrow. The Biafran Defense Forces are giving it their all to protect the land of our ancestors, and we must support them. What they need from you, what they need from me, is the logistics. They need the guns and bullets. Yes, they need granite in order to sustain the defense of Biafran territory. Are you not getting me, Biafrans? Are you not getting the point? If you don't know, I want you to know today that what you saw playing out in the north is a plan by the Nigerian government to hand over the Nigerian people into terrorist government. What happened in Afghanistan is what is trying to play out in Nigeria. The Boko Haram cannot overrun any military barracks if the Nigerian government are serious about the fight against Boko Haram. The Boko Haram in the north, they cannot overrun any military barrack if the Nigerian government are actually serious about their fight against terrorism. Okay? I want you to know that every place that they said the Boko Haram have taken over the military barracks, they were handed over to them on a platter of gold, because that is an agreement. That is their agreement. Okay? That is their plan. These people are the tools to be used to conquer Nigeria. So they are handing over the north so easily because they control the north. The reason why Biafra land is difficult for them is because that is our land. Because we, the Biafran people, we said no to Islamization. Because we have the likes of our leader, DavidNnannah BTV, and we have the likes of our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa. These men are standing their ground and said, never over our dead body shall we allow the terrorists, shall we allow Fulani, Hesmen, Meyeti Allah to come and take over the land of our ancestors while we are still alive. A land that our fathers left for us. You want these people to come and take it over. Left for the governors, the senators, and the representatives, our land have been sold already. Because the Nigerian government have given them various positions, even to 2035. Yes, all these political leaders that you see in the southeast, all of them have been given positions even up to 2045, as I am speaking, including their children's children. So that is why even when you are killed, it doesn't concern them, because they have already sold us out. So our freedom depends on our hands. You and me, that is not opportune to work for the Nigerian government. You and I that have decided to stand on the path of truth, that said it is freedom, it is Biafra or Biafra. That is why our land is still protected up to tomorrow. And the men and women that are doing it are the Biafran Defense Forces. They are standing their ground. They are unshakable. They have resolved to die for what they believe in. And our land must be protected at all cost. At all cost. So if you are a Biafran, anywhere you are watching me from, and you are not supporting the Biafran Defense Forces, my brother and my sister, what it means is that you want your land to be taken over by the Nigerian government and handed over to the terrorists in their ragtag military regalias. The police, they are there to collude with the terrorists in order to hand over our land to them. So it can only be possible if you and I decide not to fund or support the Biafran Defense Forces. Yes. Is that what you want? Do you want your land to be taken? Do you want the terrorists to take over your land? God forbid. This is not what I want for my children. I have children. Even when I'm not here, I don't want my children to fight what we are fighting this period. No. I don't want my children to suffer what we have suffered or what we are suffering under Nigeria. Because Nigeria has happened to a lot of us. And that is why we ran out of Nigeria, because Nigeria is not profitable to any of us. So you will not allow me, after running away from Nigeria and looking for greener pasture, and now my children that I born will now still come and fight for their lives again, while you and I have an opportunity of getting Biafra for them so that they can live life peacefully in the land of their ancestors. My wonderful people, I want to appeal to you. If you are not supporting, please try and support our freedom. Very, very important. And having said that, I want to ask you, faith without fear. Faith without fear. Are you a Biafran? Are you supporting the Biafran Defense Forces? I need to see your response. Very, very important. Zelenaya Onyeze, are you a Biafran? Are you supporting the Biafran Defense Forces? I need to get your response. Solomon Entertainment, Nigeria no good, I understand. I understand, my brother. I don't know whether you are a Biafran, but if you are not a Biafran, there is an opportunity for you as well to support the Biafran government fight for freedom. We have a special IOU loan, whereby non-Biafrans as well can loan the government of Biafra any amount of money ranging from 1,000 ejemma. 1,000 ejemma means $1,000 because our currency was pegged at the same rate with dollar, right? So any amount of money that you can support our government with, there are incentives to that when Biafra is fully restored. Just like most of you have fixed deposit accounts. Some can deposit money for 10 years, even for their children. You can withdraw that money in Nigeria and loan it to the Biafran government. You will have a certificate to prove that this loan was given to the Biafran government, and once Biafra is restored, you are going to get 100% interest rate on that money that you're loaning the government. And as well, it will be it will guarantee your citizenship of Biafra when Biafra is fully restored. This is for non-Biafrans I'm talking about here. So if you are a non-Biafran and you want to support the Biafran people for their freedom, you can embrace this special IOU loan. This is very, very important. It has 100% interest rate on it. That when Biafra is fully restored, you are going to go to the Biafran bank and claim your money. You claim your money. The government is aware. They will give you a certificate of proof of your support to the government, of your loan to the government. So this is for non-Biafrans. Biafrans are also involved. So if you are a Biafran, you have to embrace this special IOU loan. Very, very important. Stacy Hedge, thank you for joining me. The same thing applies to you, Stacy. You can as well, if you are not a Biafran, you can as well give Biafran government a loan. Embrace this special IOU loan. Very, very important. It is something that is 100% interest rate pegged on it. And our government is something that is reliable, is trustworthy. There is no mago-mago. We are not Nigerians. We are Biafrans. Once you will say a thing, we must always accomplish it. At least the personality of DavidNnannah BTV and Simon Ekpa cannot jeopardize the lives of Biafrans. You cannot, we don't deal on corruption. No. We are people with same mind. Okay? We are people who believe on the rule of law. We are people who believe in integrity and respect for human beings. So we respect whatever words that comes out from the mouth of our government is law and it's respected and can adhere to. So I want any one of you that is not a Biafran and you want to assist, you want to, help the Biafran people for their freedom. It doesn't matter how little the money is, the Biafran government will pay you 100% interest rate on it. And it's guaranteed. You have a certificate to that. You have a receipt to your money. And when Biafra is fully restored, even when you are not there, your children can as well claim the money when the time is ripe, when Biafra is restored. And it will not take long. Biafra will be restored in our own time. Fred, thank you for joining me. Oh, Sister Rita Alex, I see you. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me this morning. Charles Oji. Charles, good morning from here. Thank you so much. Thank you. Donna, thank you so much. And all these people that I'm mentioning, I hope you are supporting the Biafran Defense Forces. Are you joining our fundraising? Have you embraced the special IOU loan? Anyone that you can do, please embrace it. Very, very important. Our government need money at this time. The Biafran Defense Forces need logistics to be able to evade the terrorists from our land. Very important. Donna, oh, you are watching from Australia. Donna, are you a Biafran? Are you supporting our liberation? Are you supporting our government? If you are not supporting our government, please try and support. Try and join in now. Very, very important. Very, very important. Fred Chambers, the same thing applies to you. If you are a Biafran, make sure you are supporting our government. No matter how little it is, the men on ground need logistics to protect Biafra land. Ihe onye mala tolo one. Ihe onye mala tolo one. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining me. I hope you are a Biafran. Of course, your name implies that. So if you are a Biafran, I hope you are supporting our government. The Biafran Republic government in exile, under the acting prime ministership of Ogechukwu Nkere. Ogechukwu Nkere was appointed, was elected to act in that capacity. Pending when the prime minister rejoins us after the case he's facing in Finland. So if you are not supporting our government, please try and support. Very, very important. Success, our comrade. You all know all about this. So, and I hope each and every one of us who is in this platform is supporting our government. In fact, everybody should support the Biafran government. You support the Biafran government as a friend of Biafra. As somebody who loves Biafra, you must support us. We are going to appreciate it because we are fighting for freedom. We are fighting to be free from the Nigerian terrorist state. And we need friends. We need well-wishers. We need supporters like you. As long as you know that you are a lover of freedom and you see what our people are doing to be free, it is your responsibility to support. It is your responsibility to support so that the Biafran people will be free and we are going to appreciate you. Very, very important. Please like and share this channel. Just like and share and subscribe in case you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel. We are just doing this broadcast on this way. Very shortly, in no distant time, we are going to be doing a very wonderful broadcast whereby a lot of people will be calling in, airing their opinion, making their submissions as well. Will be live and direct, and people will be, very happy for that. I'm still planning on that, okay? So Biafrans and non-Biafrans, I thank you so much for joining me this morning. I want you to remember that the fight for freedom is not very, very cheap. The fight for freedom is very, very costly, capital intensive. And we are going to do everything. If it entails that you sell your property to make sure that you are free, freedom comes before every other thing. Okay? If you are a billionaire and you are not free, your billionaireship means nothing. If you are a millionaire and you are still a slave, you are still a slave. Your money makes no sense to us. And that is why we are appealing to Biafrans. Biafrans are rich. Biafrans are well-to-do. Biafrans are millionaires and billionaires. That is why we are calling on them. Those of them who have not joined this recognition of Biafra, this is the time for them to come on board. This is the time for them to come on board so that Biafra will be recognized. We can go back to our land. Those things that you want to be seen in our land, those things that you are enjoying in America, in UK, in Europe, we are going to bring it down to Biafra land. That is the essence of fighting for Biafra. That is the essence we are fighting, to be free. We want to make sure that everybody in Biafra land have access to good health system, have access to good roads, have access to good pipe-borne water, have access to, every amenity that can support life. That is what we are fighting for. Biafra is for everybody. It is not for DavidNnannah BTV. Neither is it for Prime Minister Simon Ekpa and JAKPA. Biafra is for every one of us. And that is why we are encouraging everybody to come on board. To come on board and make sure that he supports the freedom of our people. Very, very important. So thank you for joining me. I'll be signing out from my location right now. Until I meet you next time, remain blessed, Chineke. Support our freedom. Stop running away from your land. If you must run away, make sure that you have put mechanisms in place to support the Biafran Defense Forces, because they are going nowhere. The Biafran Defense Forces are there to protect our land. They are going nowhere. So you have to support them. You have to equip them so that while you are going away because of fear of being killed or being kidnapped by the terrorist Nigerian state, there are men and women who are stationed in your various communities to protect your land. There are men who are there to protect your land, even when you are running away. Okay? This is very, very important. You can't run away from your land. You can't run away from your land where you have mansions left behind. If you must run away, make sure you are supporting the Biafran Defense Forces on a weekly basis, and your land will be protected. I thank you so much for joining me. DavidNnannah BTV is our leader. Simon Ekpa is our Prime Minister. We appreciate the sacrifices that they have made so far. This is our own time to make our sacrifices through our support to the Biafran Defense Forces. I also appreciate our acting Prime Minister, the Biafran cabinet members. I salute each and every one of them. And as well, the Biafran Defense Forces. These are the reasons why our land is still safe up to tomorrow. We salute them. I just appeal to you to continue your support on the BDF. Very, very important, so that our land will never be Islamized. Thank you so much. Please, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so. Like and share so that anytime I come online, you'll get notification. I appreciate everybody who joined me this morning. And I say, gods of the land of Biafra, protect each and every one of you. And have a wonderful day as well. Airborne.